Darin and Anita on Grand Strand. A music evolution. Now, Darin and Anita with your Grand Strand Artist Spotlight.
Darin and Anita on Grand Strand, and it is time for our Spotlight interview segment. Anita, are you ready for this?
I am past ready.
You are past. You've got your feet on the floor, because it is what it is, right?
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the phone with us, Lesa Hudson and Rick Strickland, the Rick Strickland Band. Guys, how are you?
Doing great, brother. How about yourself?
Doing pretty good on this end.
And Miss Lesa, how you doing?
I'm doing amazingly amazing, Anita. How are you?
Yeah, that's amazing, I tell you.
Shame on both of you for using those. We just talked about that.
Yeah, we can have a whole dialogue on all of
I tell you though, in spite of what you just said to me, I'm still going to be your friend.
There you go.
Best of me.
That's right.
I love it. That's the next song for you guys. You should just take all the titles of the song and write a song.
That's the song out of the titles, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I tell you what, because we are hungover most of the time. Are we going to stop this? Are we going to stop this? I don't know. Anyway.
Well, you just decide to stop it, then so do I.
We can roll with this. This is really great. Anita and I, when we go out to commercial sometime, when we come back, I try to put all these songs together where they mean something. And we need to just start doing Lesa and Rick song, Anita, because right there, we can just put
Every
it all
word
together.
has a meaning.
It does.
Hey, I have no problem with that concept whatsoever.
Well, it's great to have you guys on with us. We haven't talked to you since the Carolina Beach Music Awards at the Spanish Galleon. I know, Rick, I don't know where you were at, but Anita and Lesa, there's pictures at the Spanish Galleon back there, and we're all taking pictures and that kind of thing. And we were trying to get up with you guys down there at one time to do a video interview for CBMZ, and man, it just gets crazy during these awards things.
It certainly does, yeah. It's nuts. So, and it's like everywhere you look, you got people with cameras snapping pictures, and you just try to make sure you don't have, something on your nose or you fly it down or something,
That's right, exactly. Well, 2 new songs out. Recap, folks, on what we talked about last year. And the songs that you had out then and man, did well on the charts was Shame on You and The Best of You from Rick. And this year, here we go again. All new stuff, and I love the feel of this. These songs are I think they're an adult contemporary type feel to these songs. Lisa's got Get Your Feet on the Floor. Rick, you've got It Is What It Is.
These songs, who wrote Get Your Feet on the Floor?
Well, I wrote Get Your Feet on the Floor. I'm Lesa, by the way.
What was your inspiration? What inspired you to write that song, Lesa?
I think, I don't know that anything specific inspiring it. I think the words just came to mind, get your feet on the floor. Whereas that happens a lot. Sometimes just phrases come to mind and you think, oh, that would make a good song. And at the time, too, I was thinking I wanted to write something that was solid dance beat, like for line dancing and or shagging. And so it kind of developed from there. So we intentionally designed the song and created the song to be a dance-oriented song. And so my decade of music was back in the 80s. I loved 80s music, like Parliament and No Parking on the Dance Floor and all those kinds of good songs with this dance beat. And so having all that rolling around in my head, I've just been listening to that all year long just about. I just love the kind of music and wanted to create something in that vein, not copy it, but be in that vein and where people would have fun dancing to it.
Now that you said that, I can actually feel that in that song, the Parliament feel kind of thing, and that 80s feel of No Parking on the Dance Floor, that kind of thing. Well, Rick, how did It Is What It Is, how did that come about? Who wrote that one?
I wrote that one. We played the Andy Griffith Theater up there in Mount Airy.
Right.
It was a great, great show, and we stayed with some dear friends of ours, Lassie and David Jones, at their house. Then we were having dinner after the show because it was an early show, and so they had food for us. And we were sitting all around the table just having a meal, and we were just talking, and just over and over the phrase, "Oh, it is what it is," kept coming up, And it got funny to me after a while how frequently we were saying it. We all kind of made a mention of it, and we started joking about it. And so I went to bed that night, and I had that rolling around in my head, and I woke up during the night, which often happens. In fact, it happened just last night. I woke up with the chorus of that song going through my head. So I got up and kind of worked it out so I wouldn't forget that. And got up the next morning, and the verses all came to me in about 10 or 15 minutes. So it was a real quick song. And then I wrote that, and so I went up. I remember going to breakfast that morning, and I told Lassie and David, I said, well, if you hear a song on the radio called It Is What It Is, I just wrote it back there in your office.
that should make them happy. Now when they hear that was, Rick did that at our house. That was.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a good song, you know. So sometimes when you write them so fast, they're better than the other ones, and sometimes, you know, there's a reason why it happened so fast because it didn't act great. But this one turned out to be a good one. And when I first wrote it, I was playing it more sort of like an R&B song, and then as I started doing the recording of it, it just got funkier and funkier, you know, and channeling my inner James Brown, you know. So it was it ended up being a really funky track, you know. And even after the recording was done, the truth is I didn't tune in on that until other people started noticing it. So it was sort of like Lesa and I, without really talking to each other about it, were sort of in that same place, you know.
Right, exactly. Because both those songs sort of have a, when I say AC feel to them or adult contemporary feel, both those songs have that. Well, let's take a little break right now, and let's give them your song, Rick, first, and we're going to come back, talk a little bit more about some things, and then we're going to go with Lesa's song. So, Rick, here it is.
It is what it is.
Hit me! If I can't change it now, I got to let it go. Because it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, and they're with us right now. Rick Strickland, right there, It Is What It Is. Lesa Hudson, we're going to hear her song coming up here shortly, Anita. Now let's find out, before we get to Lesa's song, we found out about the songs, what's coming up next for Lesa Hudson, Rick Strickland, the Rick Strickland Band. What's the future like?
We're both working on new albums, so I've got most of mine done, and Lisa's got some killer songs she's writing for this new record of hers. I'm telling you, I'm really excited about her album. So we got 2 new albums coming out real soon.
That's awesome to hear that for both of you. So, well, how can they find out more about Lesa Hudson, Rick Strickland, the Rick Strickland Band?
Well, we've got a website at www.therickstricklandband.com. You'll find information about both of us as well as the whole band. Music, you can buy music and listen to music, look at videos, all kinds of goodies out there on our website.
We'll also have links on our website to you guys, DarinAndAnita.com, folks. Go there, check it out, because it'll all be there, and it's just incredible. The songs are there. We'll tell you how to go buy all this stuff and how to get there. Well, Anita, our next question is, we talked to them about this on the air. Do they like food? Do they like to cook out? Well, you guys, we're hopefully going to have a little cookout, maybe at the Beach Music Awards this year. Would love to have you guys by, if you got time in the busy schedule down there to do that kind of thing.
Well, we would love to do it. Thank you, Brad.
We always love hanging out with you guys.
Oh, well, thank you. We love hanging out with you, too. You're the fun folks. The fun folk. There's a lot of fun folks, but you guys are just, like, amazingly amazing fun. I had to end the way we come on.
And right back at you, buddy.
Especially Anita, she talks so much, you know.
I know, Anita, you got to, what we going to say?
I'm just listening. I'm ready to get my feet on the floor. Okay.
What
And I got to say, Anita, I just got to say, when we came back from It Is What It Is there, when you said the title of the song, you know, that was pretty sexy.
She does that a lot. She's got that. I tell her when we come back from songs, I like how you said that.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, that was fun. It is what it is.
All right. Guys, thank you so much for taking times out of your busy schedule to come on with us. We appreciate it so much. And Lesa, let's give them your song. Here it is.
All right, Darin Anita, let's get your feet on the floor.
There goes Anita.
And I'm going.
On the floor, we're gonna dance some more. Get your feet on the floor, we're gonna dance some more. Get your feet on the floor, we're gonna dance some more.
Get your feet on the floor.
We're gonna dance some more. Yeah, come on, Anita, do it. You got it.
If I can stop Darin from dancing now, that was Lesa Hudson.
Yeah, right there. Rick Strickland before that in the interview right there. Now you know why they wrote those songs, where the songs come from and all that. Get your feet on the floor. Lesa did a great job writing that. Of course, you know, Rick and Lesa both, they write all their material. That's what's so cool about that whole group and band right there, the Rick Strickland Band, is they write and do stuff. You got to like the writers out there. You got to like folks and put all that music together. It's good. It's good. Up next, hour number 2 of the show, and Anita's hot pick of this week. What will it be? Are we going to change the world? Does that give you a hint?
Darin and Anita will be back. Darin and Anita on Grand Strand. A music evolution.